y empieza la final del Mundial. Argentina-Brasil, Messi-Neymar, vamos a hablar.
It's 10 o'clock, it's Saturday morning. This is Ampuriya Brava, Costa Brava, Spain, and this is Window, and it's day 2 of the Win Games. A very good morning to you. We're here in the Red Bull studio with my great friends Anna, Ray, Paloma, and Leslie, of course. We've got a full day of live action bringing you all the results from last night as well. Paloma, buenos días.
Buenos días. Estamos aquí en la tercera edición de los Win Games, segundo día. Hoy van a ser las finales de todas las disciplinas. Estamos en mitad de la competición y vamos a estar todo el día con vosotros conectando en el live para contaros qué es lo que está pasando.
We had a big audience yesterday, over 70,000 views on the live stream, and then in the afternoon there was a big electrical storm just in Figueres and it blew out all the system. But today we've got a generator, we've got backup power, we've got more internet, and we're going to be with you all day long. Paloma, many people watching, eh?
Sí, muchísima gente ayer nos estaba viendo. Éramos tantos que con la tormenta eléctrica los sistemas acabaron cayéndose, pero hoy estamos preparados. Vamos a tener un generador para que no vuelva a pasar y no os perdáis ni un minuto de todo lo que pasa en la competición.
It's a great way to start off 2016 here at the home of two-way dynamic. This is where it started, and this afternoon we're going into the battles to find out the champion. We've also got the freestyle coming as well. That's going to be incredible. It's something you've not seen before. We'll give you some more information about that very shortly. At 10:30 this morning, we start off with the second half of the FS, the VFS, and the four-way formation skydiving. It's going to be a full-on action day. You can keep in touch with us on the hashtags. We've got hashtag Let the Games Begin, hashtag Win Games 2016, and hashtag More Than a Tunnel.
Efectivamente, esta tarde comenzaremos con la competición de freestyle, que como ya os hemos comentado va a ser algo súper novedoso porque incluye la música, tendremos las batallas del Two-Way Dynamic y vamos a acabar con toda la competición del FS y del BFS. Tenéis unos hashtags para seguir y poder compartir con nosotros todo lo de la competición, More Than a Tunnel, Win Games 2016 and Let the Games Begin.
Let the Games Begin. Also in the house here in the Red Bull studio, Leslie Gale from SkydiveMag.com. Leslie, what's happening in the world of typing?
Well, it was a fantastic day yesterday. Really enjoyed watching it. It seems very, very close in the four-way. I think the exciting thing in the four-way is that we have so many scratch teams, really amazing scratch teams full of world champions, but they haven't trained, so meltdowns can happen at any time. All of the scratch teams have had their own little meltdowns, and I'm sure there's some more to come, which is going to be entertaining and keep it exciting all the way to the end.
Well, it's a beautiful day here, just looking behind me at the drop zone of Skydive Ampuriya Brava. It is the weekend. People are going to be arriving to do their fun jumps, and in the sky, the big open blue wind tunnel simulator. But here, inside the tunnel, all the action is taking place. People are arriving now. All the teams are getting ready. There's 3 floors of operations here, and on every floor, all the teams are practicing and getting ready for the event. There's a lot of people here. There's not much space. It's full, isn't it, Paloma? It's a full house.
Efectivamente, está todo el mundo llegando, todos los competidores, los jueces, tenemos 3 plantas llenas de gentes y de servicios. A todos os invitamos a venir como visitantes. Esto es espectacular. Si es emocionante viéndolo desde casa, imaginaros ver aquí la gente en directo. Estáis más que bienvenidos en venir a participar. Aquí os esperamos.
So, Ray, you started off yesterday with the four-way in the VFS. It was your first time commentating the event. 5 rounds, full on. Did you enjoy it, first of all?
I did, actually. Commentating at this type of event is the first for me, as we've already discussed, and it was just amazing to be able to commentate live, watch what was going on with the teams as well. There's lots of different engineering going on the FS side, and the VFS was fantastic. You know, we expected the top 3 teams to be quite close, and they are, and I think at the moment STC Cora kind of leading the path, and the 2 teams at the bottom are fighting it out because they've just started out. So it's an interesting competition.
And in those first 5 rounds of the four-way FS, was there any big surprises, or did it go according to plan, do you think?
I think, as Leslie's already mentioned, there were a couple of couple of glitches in some of these high-end scratch teams, and I think we saw a few, one from Wimby Lille on round 2, and we saw one from Symmetra on round 5, and I think going further into the draw, there's room for different engineering going on in some of the latter dives, because we have some triple blockers, and some of these teams here have different continuity plans, and we always have the Russians. And who knows what they're going to throw into it, right? They can throw anything into the mix, so I'm going to have my eyes on the camera watching quite avidly.
And in some tunnel competitions, we have a cut, don't we? We get rid of some of the bottom teams and just have the top ones going into the finals. We're not doing that here, are we?
No, all teams get to do all rounds, which is great to see. It's good for them. They get to, like, rub shoulders with the best, and they're actually able to see the battle as it's going on and also compete in it. And it's going to be great for them as well. So they get to see what their average would be on a full 10-round draw.
And you've just been looking now at the next 5 rounds we're going to be doing. Anything of merit there? Anything to note? Any really fast rounds or really tricky rounds?
I think it's the draws probably slowing up a little bit towards the end due to the fact that we have got a couple of rounds that are triple blockers, and we have got at least 3 rounds that have slot switches on the front piece. So we should be seeing it slow down a fraction, but maybe not for the top trained teams. Like, I think Hayabusa pretty much know what they're doing, so they should be on it. But it'll be interesting to see. As I said, Leslie's already mentioned those top scratch teams, and we're going to see if they throw anything different into the mix. So I'm quite excited about that.
Excellent. Well, we'll be starting the day with that 4-way here live throughout the day. You can keep in touch with us again. Let's remind you of those hashtags. Let the games begin. Win Games 2016 and more than a tunnel. Ray, let me just take your microphone. I want to have a quick word with Anna Moxes. Anna, how are you? Good morning.
I'm good. How are you, Regan?
Very well, thank you. Very well. We had a hectic afternoon, didn't we? We had those 2 power outages during the dynamic.
We did. It was a great afternoon. Kept us on our toes.
Yeah, apparently we've been told, as I mentioned earlier, it was a big power surge in Figueres, and it knocks out all the systems around, but the overnight window have really stepped up to the mark. They provided a big generator. It's just outside there now, and they've increased the bandwidth of the Wi-Fi, so we won't be losing you at all. How did you enjoy your commentary yesterday, Anna?
I really enjoyed it. I'm told we're a good team, darling.
We're all a good team. We are the team, aren't we? Let's just have
We
a
are
bit
the
of
team.
a group hug team. We are the team. we are the team.
Yeah,
Was there
it was good.
any big surprises yesterday? We talked a little bit last night, didn't we? Let's refresh on that.
We did. There was no big surprises at the top of the table, I don't think. Like, the bros are killing it. They did a really, really nice routine. It's super fresh, loads of new stuff, big, powerful routine. Maybe today, I think there might be some surprises in the middle of the table. We've got some good, strong battles. I was really impressed yesterday by the Dynamos as well. So the Dynamos, they came out in 3rd, which puts them up against the women today. So that's going to be a great battle.
And what about this scratch team that came at the very end, just a few hours before we started, and they got a great time.
Amazing. What a great show they put on yesterday. So in the end, they finished in 8th place, which means they're up into the battles today. So I'm really interested to see how they do in their speed rounds.
Excellent. And Leslie, you're going to be bringing us some more interviews today at the Red Bull station, are you?
Yes, more drivel coming from me. I was happy. It was great to interview teams throughout in every discipline yesterday. I really enjoyed it. Just gives me a chance to ask these people questions. Yeah, stay tuned.
Excellent. And Anna, you're going to be commentating the freestyle as well, are you?
Freestyle, yeah. It's great. We've got 5 teams, and we're going to try the music system. So I'm super excited to see how that goes, and I love to watch Maya fly, so
She's
looking forward to
awesome.
that.
The Polish
Beautiful.
girl, absolutely incredible. I was watching her at the FAI Championships in Prague. It was absolutely mind-blowing. We've got a whole new format, though, haven't we? 3 rounds. There's a high-speed round, a low-speed round, and the music round. Let's talk a little bit about this high-speed and low-speed. What's that about? Does it mean they're going faster, or is it about the wind?
So we're going to be doing a high-speed round, a low-speed round, and the music round, like you say. And the difference is the wind speed, and then what moves you can perform on those wind speeds. So they're going to decide how to adjust the wind speed by what level of head down they can fly.
Right.
And then the top half go in the top half, and the bottom half go in the lower speed.
So they get them in there, head down, and they go to the minimum power that they can fly
Exactly, the minimum power that you can fly head down, and then all of that bracket, say for example that would be 56%, all of that bracket up to 100% would be your high speed window, then they minus 8%, and everything below that will be your low speed window.
So people watching that don't know much about tunnel flying or what freestyle is, how will the low speed round be different than the high speed round? What will the moves be like?
It will be lower speed.
But will the moves be different types of moves? Will it be more kind of belly orientated as opposed to directly up, or?
It's not so much a different type of move, it's just a different way to perform them, I say. And depending on your skill level, depends what kind of moves you can pull off on the low speed and high speed. If you can do the lower speed moves on the high speed, that's really rad.
Yeah.
So if we can see them big breakers on high speed, then I'm going to be impressed.
We see some of the freestyle movers doing a a lot like Dynamic, the breakers and the big direction changes and things. Then we see some other flyers with these really kind of very slow artistic moves.
Yeah.
Is that easier with high speed or low speed?
There's definitely different styles, and that is easier in the lower speeds. So if we can see those kind of moves on the higher speeds, then it's really showing their game, you know.
All right. And Paloma, do we know the timings of today? We're going to start off with the four-way, aren't we? And then we're going into the VFS?
Efectivamente, vamos a empezar con el FS, porque tenemos todavía 5 rondas que realizar. Durante la mañana se intercalarán con el VFS, que todavía tienen 4 rondas, para ya por la tarde pasar al freestyle y al free fly.
And then we've got the finals this afternoon. Who knows the times of all the finals? Do you know that, Ray? Do you know what's going on there? Or Anna, do you know, Leslie? I think it's around 5 o'clock, actually. We're going into the finals of the four-way and then of the dynamic. And then we've got what's probably going to be the biggest party of the year. But it is only January, so it's... Are you looking forward to tonight?
Of course. It's the only reason I come here, really, the party. Same as the BPA AGM.
I thought it was to see me, actually.
Of course.
So what a place this is as well, Ampuriya Brava. It's nostalgic. A lot of history. Skydiving started here back in the 70s, actually, with round parachutes just on the purpose-built airfield behind us. In fact, Ampuriya Brava is the same age as me. I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, it's only 32 years of age, Ampuriya Brava. It was made the same year I was. So it started off with a system of canals, 32 kilometres of navigable canals, and then we've got skydiving here, and the iconic skydiving Ampuriya Brava. It's been going 30 years, I think, hasn't it?
It's an amazing place, and many happy memories. They're finally pulling down the clubhouse. Much has been rumoured when Skydive Dubai bought Ampuriya about this big, exciting place that they're going to build. And yeah, I almost shed a tear when I arrived and saw that clubhouse had gone. That's a quarter century of history that we've been having fun right there.
It certainly is. And it really has got a feeling of regeneration, especially now we've got the centrepiece here, the tunnel, and we've got the floor rider thing outside. Have you been on that yet?
I haven't yet. I'm hoping today at some point, or maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how I feel tomorrow morning.
So we've got the tunnel, we've got the floor rider, we've got Skydiving Ampuriya Brava being rebuilt again behind us, all purpose-built facilities. There's a new go-karting track over the road. There's 2 big sports shops just opened as well. Paloma, you were here in the summertime. About this flow rider and the general feeling of sport in Catalonia, is it on the rise?
Efectivamente, ahora mismo aquí tenemos un sitio donde puede venir la gente a practicar muchísimas cosas. Además de tener el flow, de tener las zonas altos y el túnel, tenemos al lado las montañas, la playa. Entonces puedes venir a practicar cualquier deporte y disfrutar de la soleada España.
And it's expanding beyond here as well, isn't it? There's going to be another tunnel, another window somewhere?
Efectivamente, se va a abrir otro window en Barcelona. Entonces en Barcelona a final de año podréis también volar en la ciudad de Barcelona.
Did you know that, guys? There's going to be a new tunnel in Barcelona.
I did not. That's exciting news.
Yeah, I wonder, is it going to be the same as this, or is it more for first-timers, or is it going to be a sport facility as well?
También va a ser un sport facility, pero va a ser para todo el mundo. Los first timers de Barcelona están deseando poder volar en su propia ciudad.
There's a lot of tunnels arising, isn't there? It seems like every week there's another one opening.
I know, and they're getting bigger and bigger as well, and they're opening up all over Europe, and close to airports, easy to get to. You know, this is pretty easy to get to, but having one in Barcelona is going to be fantastic, you know?
Well, we're going to be going to some video very shortly indeed. Thanks very much for the team with me, for the commentary. We'll be with you all day long, bringing you all the action and all the results here from Window and the Wing Games. It's Ampuriya Brava, this is Window, it's January, and it's the first competition of the year, the Win Games. Let the games begin.
Here we are with Avalon Real Flysion. Welcome again to Windor, to the Wind Games in this third edition. How long have you been training all together? Because I know you know each other, but this is not the same team you have last year.
Yeah, we did about 3-4 hours in the last 2 weeks together with Raf, but that's it.
Okay, but as I can see, you are flying quite good. Then are you happy with the result you are having?
We're not having a result yet.
No, but I mean, not the result, the number, but how you are feeling and all the rounds are doing.
Yeah, it depends. It's
I need to ask the two French guys.
Okay, then the question is for you.
So for a start, it's not so bad. It's not perfect. We can be better, and we need to be better in next jump, but it's okay. It's a good start.
Okay, with 4 hours altogether, I guess you are doing a good job.
Yeah, but I think we didn't do 4 hours and we did less because of many different little problems. But whatever, it's flying well. It's flying well. I'm happy about what's happening right now. We do a good competition, good start. So keep going that way, and that's
okay. You all has been competing here and in other competitions, but also you all are skydivers, don't you?
Yes, but like now with all the tunnel flying, I jump less and less. Like last year, I only did like 30 jumps.
You did more than me.
Yeah. Yeah, but in the years before, I maybe did 200, 250, and now I spent most of the time in the tunnel.
Yeah, I know. And for you too?
yeah, we actually stopped competing outdoors, so we focus on indoor competitions because it's much more predictable. So we can use our time like really efficient. That's why we stopped doing skydiving actually as a team and as a competitor, but we do it for fun, of course.
Okay, for fun. Then that's the good thing. But you guys, I guess you are still jumping?
Yeah, I jumped less last when we trained with Team 4Speed, but I just continue to do some boogie, especially in Switzerland, and a bit in a different pace, but more in Switzerland, because now I have to work in a full time in Real Flysion, so it's I have less time for jump, but I continue to jump. I like that.
You are working as well at the drop run here, then I guess you are keep working.
Yeah, I keep jumping a lot. Like I'm doing half here and at Skydive Emperor Brava, so I'm still doing a lot of jump per year, like almost 800, 900.
Okay, then let's hope this team can go to another further competitions. I want just to desire you a really good luck in the next rounds, and then you'll be, of course, having fun in the competition, okay?
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I say hello, Toby. Hello, Toby.
We're missing you, Toby. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello, we are here again. In this case, we are with Onyx, a two-way dynamic team. I think this team is quite new formation. Is like this?
Yes, maybe a month, I think we've been flying together, so very new.
Yeah, really new. But you all both been flying for a long time before, or you are just quite beginners?
For me, I've been flying about a year, so it's still quite new.
Okay, but the thing is, once you come to a competition, you are not new anymore. Then, what is your main motive to be here in this competition?
For me, it's fun, but I think for Emma, like she came here last year, so it's a bit of a dream. So yeah, just really looking forward to getting flying.
Okay, then yeah, I remember you've been here last year, but not competing. Then this year competing is, I guess, is different feeling.
Yeah, very different feeling. So I came to watch last year, and I couldn't really. I think I could fly a little bit head down, and then I thought, right, my main goal is to compete next year. So we've come back, we've got a really new team, but main goal is just have fun, really.
Well, then it's a good goal, and you're here, you're having fun already, and let's see how you're doing later flying. Exactly. Always is really nice to see the girls flying, for me mainly, you know, this it's a masculine sport, but it's really nice to see all the girls that they are pushing hard in the sport as well.
Yeah, for sure. I think there's a lot of up-and-coming girls, but obviously Domi and Katy are amazing too. So hopefully one day we'll fly a bit more like that, maybe next year, and bring some more girl teams.
For sure. This is improving and improving. It's the only way we can improve.
Yeah, we were watching Domi and Katy train last night, and we were just thinking, one day we want to fly like that.
For sure. I'm really sure that one day you will fly like that.
We'll be back next year.
That's really good. If you keep competing every year, we will be seeing your improvement, and I will be supporting you girls.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, girls for me is special as well because there are not many. In England, there are more girls who practice this kind of sport, but in Spain, there is not so many.
Yeah. Yeah, in England, for sure, we're seeing more and more girls joining. In fact, quite often, if we have like a training weekend with Adam, it's majority girls. So it's really nice to see. So
That's good that girls are getting this.
Yeah, and we've got Ray who's commentating on the VFS and FS, and she's just started doing quite a lot of free fly, and she's improved really quickly. So next year, maybe Ray's going to be competing as well.
Maybe next year you have a four-way. Yeah.
yeah, maybe. That would be nice.
Okay, thank you very much, girls, for coming to the competition and for joining us in this interview. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Cinco. Hello again. Here we are in the wave again. Now in this time we are with Guillaume Boileau.
Boileau.
Okay, say it right. My French is not so good. Thank you very much for coming.
Thanks to you.
I know I heard something that for coming here it was a bit different than other teams and competitors.
I think the fact that I'm coming from Canada was a much more expensive trip. So you're talking about my crowdfunding?
Yeah, I heard something about.
Yeah, I did a crowdfunding, a campaign on like a well-known website, which is called makeachamp.com. It's known in more than 30-something countries. So I did my athlete profile, I launched my campaign, and it was a success.
Oh, that's really good because you are here joining us.
Yes, I'm here and I'm competing, and I can say it's because of more than 100 people, 120 people that helped me. Yeah.
That's really good to know that you can have in this kind of sport so much support.
Yeah, it started with it has to do like to start with a big boost with family, friends, and then Facebook, media, social things, and all the people that I've coached, that I've worked with at the tunnel where I work, at Scavenger Montreal. They, like the skydiving community, they help me a lot.
Yeah, always the community support the people that we think needs good people to go and represent us.
Yeah, that's it. I'm super happy and very, very pleased to be here.
I can imagine. How long have you been practicing this sport? Because you said you are an instructor, but since when you are an instructor?
I started flying as a customer January 1st, 2010. So it's 6 years ago. Or I would say six years and 22 days ago.
Wow, you have really counted every day.
I like numbers.
And how many hours then you have been flying, more or less?
As a customer, 2.5 hours. Then 6 months after my very first time. 2.5,
you say?
2.5 hours. Yeah, and then when I started to do my training to become an instructor, it was in May. And I had my license. We go with the IBA, International Body Flight Association. So I have my international
license.
License, that's it. And since then, so 5.5 years ago, well, I think I have a total of at least 1,000 hours flying time.
It's the first time it's the first time in a competition with the music inside the tunnel, freestyle. You are hearing the music. How you are feeling with these new improvements or with the music inside the tunnel?
I think something big is gonna come up with that. Like this is the launching this discipline, the freestyle with music. I'm just excited to be part of it, and because I'm a musician, I play music.
Okay.
I tried many instruments, but mostly I'm playing piano, keyboard. And for this musical choreography, the flying, I did my own musical. And yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, on an application on my iPad, it's called Drum Pads 24. I did my own beat, my own music, and I sent them an email. Drumpad, can I use your application? It's free and it's gonna be like the live streaming and stuff like this. And the response, yes, use it, perfect. And they even gave me a contribution on my campaign.
Oh, that's really good to feel the support in any different ways, as a sport and also as a musician.
Yeah. Thank you, drum pads.
And thank you very much, Guillaume. We are waiting to see the competition this afternoon. We can't wait. Then good luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Paloma. It is Saturday morning. It's coming up on 10:30. The FS is going to start then. I'm here in the Red Bull studio at Window with Ray Ahmed. Good morning, Ray.
Morning, Regan.
How are you good?
Oh, I'm very good, thank you.
It's going to be a great day. It's the final day of the third edition of the Win Games, and it's the first wind tunnel competition of the year, getting this fantastic 2016 World Championship year off to a start. It's all heading up to Chicago, isn't it?
It is indeed. It's very exciting to see. There are some national teams here as well. First early on competition for them, as you said, and it's good to see them. Some teams are building, they're rebuilding. Some teams are like flying on full pelt. So it's a lead up to Chicago, so it's a good start to the year.
We're missing a few teams. Golden Knights female four-way. They had to go straight back home. They had a robbery. They got robbed with all their equipment as soon as they arrived. Arizona Airspeed, they didn't make it. They've had a change of the lineup. The Sky Dubai teams, they had a problem with their issues and fundings to get here for the right time for this event. So we're short on a few teams, aren't we?
We are really, and it's a bit of a shame because it would have been good to see another battle between Airspeed and Hayabusa again, carrying on from like the World Air Games and the Clash of the Champions prior to that. And it's a real shame to not have the Golden Knights here as well, because the top female teams now are really like pushing the open category, and they feature predominantly in the top 5 at the moment. So it would have been good to see how they featured in the open category as well.
Let's have a look at those female teams from yesterday, and let's have a look at the results. Ray, just run us down from 3, 2, 1 what we have.
So the top we have Women in France, which is a team with a former French national female member, and also some of the French B team that are coming up right now. They're in the lead at the moment with 102 points, and then following that we have NFTO, which is a UK national team, with 93 points, and then Jujuriwa, which is a kind of a scratch team, a German scratch team. You know, some very experienced jumpers in there, 2 professional jumpers, military jumpers, and 2 people that are pretty much big wave flyers. But you watch them in the tunnel, and they're pretty, like, you know, you can tell they have some experience behind them, and they've lots of smiles, and they're working well as a team.
And in the Open, let's have the top 5 in the Open, where we're at from the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, in the Open, we've got Hayabusa on 149 points.
Yeah.
Surprising that, not really. Black Hat, and Black Hat are doing some great stuff in the tunnel. They're second at the moment with 130 points. We got Mixed Parasport, which is the mixed team, so half of the French female national team, former world champions in the female category, and a couple of the 8-way team members as well. Then we have Wimby Lille in 4th place, which is a team full of ex-world champions, including Roy Janssen, the current world champion in the open category, and Katie Woods, and Julian Degan, and Manu Sarazan as well. So that's a good team to watch. And in 5th place, we've got Thunder, the very consistent Thunder. You know, great competitors, have been flying together for a while, very experienced, and they're 5th with 125 points. But I should note that it's tight. I mean, Qatar Tigers are just behind them on an equal score of 125 points. And then you've got Satori, Symetra, Tenin. All these teams are very close.
It's going to be interesting to see that right from the 2nd place down to 6th, 7th, isn't it? It's very, very tight.
It's very
tight. Interesting. Well, behind us right now, all the teams are getting ready. The tunnel